This is the Mosen Mortgage Program with Sarah Mosen. Mosen Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550. And now, here's your host, Sarah Mosen.
It's Friday, folks. It's great to be here today, and we have Sharon Skittle, our health and wellness expert. How are you today, Sharon?
Great, Sarah. How about yourself?
Doing well. I know you have a lot to share today, so for a change, we'll let you take the lead.
That's scary. Yeah, we have a lot going on at the studio. Right. We have recently been having group classes that we invite any membership or team to come, and we host a special event for them. Last night we hosted the University of Pittsburgh's Charge group, which was a group of young ladies that are looking to be physically fit, and that was a lot of fun. Tonight we have Fit for Moms, which is a stroller to strides group, and we're seeing a need to help people outside of our space. So we've recently launched a on-site corporate wellness program, and we're excited that November 10th and 11th we start our very first on-site program where we'll be doing lunch and learns. They're 6-week programs, and we have a variety of classes to choose from, and you can choose a 6-week program that is an ongoing program, or you can choose the intro to each one, and then decide from there what you think you like as a corporation. And it's a lot of fun for the employees. You know, we talk about the 3 C's of physical fitness: consistency, commitment, and convenience. And there's nothing more convenient than having it right at your facility, particularly with everyone being so busy. You know, to come take a lunch hour class elsewhere takes an hour and a half because you need a couple minutes to get there, a couple minutes to change, a couple minutes to get back. When we provide the on-site program, you're there, you get your full hour in, and then you're right back at your desk. We've even, spoke to the person that hired us for this first one about maybe allowing the days that we come to be casual days so that they can actually wear looser, appropriate apparel to do, whatever activity is we're doing on that particular day.
It's great. I think that you look at the numbers, and I'm a big numbers person. They don't lie. The statistics prove that you're going to have a better team, a healthier team. You're going to have people who are not going to be as sick as much, and it's a great stress reliever, and it creates there's a happiness factor for people that are working out. It doesn't have to be strenuous. It can even be walking, for that matter.
Right. Well, we talked about the walking staff meetings, which have been successful, and people will brainstorm as they take their whole meeting outside and go around the block. And we recently did a show or a health fair at Pitt, Ohio, which is a trucking company in the Pittsburgh area, but they have 300 employees in their office, and they're in a remote location. And so it's difficult for them to get anywhere on their lunch hour. And we did our trigger point workshop, and we also did seated chair yoga, and they loved both of them. So we're probably going to offer alternating weeks, 1 week yoga, 1 week trigger point therapy. But it's funny now, I got an email, they're rubbing their feet on their balls during their work day, that they have their little lacrosse balls underneath their desk, and they'll be, on the phone rolling up and down against the wall. So it makes a difference. It's something that is accessible to everyone, and if you are in a corporate setting and it's difficult for you to get out on your lunch hour, this is an ideal solution to offering a healthy option to your employees.
Right, and it is, because it just creates great energy, and then you also get to know everybody on a different level, because I think, like sports and working out, everybody's on the same level. It's not about what you do for a living. It's all about just being in it together, which is really what life's about.
And it does. We want to make those connections with people. Even in last night, the Pitt organization, the girls that come there, their organization is 330 members strong. And it was interesting to me that they don't all know each other, so they were coming to the studio and introducing themselves to each other. We had expected them all to be girlfriends, and it was really fun. We did a yoga class where we had them support one another in an extended leg position, and it was just silly fun. And it's nice to make that connection with people, and it's good to see a bunch of young women empowered in a healthy way.
Folks, if you need to reach out to Sharon Skittle, Urban Elements and Psychology is our studio in Pittsburgh, and also you can call us here at 1-800-662-9550. You're doing health and wellness events throughout the country if needs be?
Absolutely. We will go anywhere. Our lunch and learn programs are really fun, great interaction between the employees and the instructors, and there's a lot of room for discussion. It's not just being talked at. So we found that people, are so much more receptive if they actually get to participate.
I believe in just going into the corporations and actually making this a part of your wellness. It does create a lot of openness, ease, and definitely productivity when it comes to your team and team building in itself as well.
Absolutely.
What else is coming up with your studio? Is there any other events that are upcoming? You have the Fall Fitness Challenge that's happening right now.
Oh, and we're past the halfway mark, and it's getting really competitive. And our leader is having an epic fail this week. One of the challenges for this week was to spend one day and eat raw, and every day she texts me that she started it and failed, started it and failed. So there, other people gaining ground on her, and she's dying because of it. But it's been a lot of fun, and it's another healthy way to get people motivated, to create a little competition and add some fun to your regular workout routine. And we also are excited that next Thursday evening we have Ficino coming, and they are a couple of girls from the Pittsburgh area who started their own line of clothing, and they're a boutique studio, and so they do trunk shows everywhere, and they're going to bring their clothes. We have it's called Sweat, Sip, and Shop. So there's a
fun
class followed by a little wine and then a little shopping, and so it's going to be a fun evening. And the clothes are adorable, and the jewelry and the purses. So she has really nice things. So we're looking forward to having that at the studio.
That's great, because it does create the social experience, which is what's really important with working out. I think that you meet different people and you don't have to make it boring.
Right. And we're also, I'm excited to announce that we're becoming a distributor for Pittsburgh Fresh. So Pittsburgh Fresh is a catering company that prepares meals ahead of time, and they are big in the paleo diet. So you can get paleo or you can get regular healthy meals. And they'll be delivered on Monday evenings, and you order online yourself, and you just come and pick it up at our studio. I tried them this week, and I have to say I have enjoyed every one of them. I probably eat more than the average person, and during the spin class we were discussing it, and before it started I had said, I was still a little hungry, but not horribly so. And another girl walked in after I had said that, and she said, "Oh, are you talking about Pittsburgh Fresh? It's so economical. Me and my husband get 2 meals out of every one." I was like, "Oh, I got about 3/4 out of mine." But so that was something to be looking forward to. Every Monday there'll be paleo meals delivered if you choose, and so it's nice, especially with the hotels across the street. I'm surprised at the amount of interest. The people that live in the hotels during the week that are consultants are so excited that we're offering this, because there's not a whole lot of healthy options in the North Shore. So the meals come out to between $12 and $15 a meal, and they have microwaves in their room, so they're excited to be able to choose healthy options for their weeknight meals.
Well, you had mentioned something to me, and you have these oils. What are they called? The
doTERRA essential oils. Yes, that's another. During our yoga classes or after our yoga classes, we pass out lavender infused towels that are cold and wet, so they feel really nice after a hot practice. But the lavender oil has a very calming effect. We use grapefruit oil in our cycling classes. We use peppermint oil mixed with lavender in the diffusers in the yoga room. And if you study the history of these oils, doTERRA is one of the first companies. There's a number of other companies. I happen to use doTERRA, but they are basically the first pharmaceuticals. So it's back to basics. There's so many healing properties to all the different types of oil. There's frankincense is great for arthritis. The peppermint does energize you. The lavender is very calming. Grapefruit is an energizing. Orange is an energizing. So depending on what your needs are, they have taken care of skin rashes, digestive issues. If you're going to try it, I highly recommend you read the directions first. There was something that was for digestion. I put in my tea in a styrofoam cup, and it burned a hole right through it, and I had hot water on my lap. So read the directions. Most of the oils are so concentrated, they are not meant to be used in anything but glass. So, including our cleaning solutions now have to be in glass bottles, because we make our cleaning solutions, and it's really, it's very healthy. It's, biodegradable. It eats through anything but glass, so read your directions.
Great studios. If you're in the area, if you're in Pittsburgh, highly recommend it. Both you and Brittany Troyer are terrific, great owners, and you guys are fun. It's nice to watch both of you. When I take a class when both of you are in there, I like the energy when you both are kind of like making fun of each other a little bit.
We are fun.
Yeah.
And our corporate wellness programs are fun. So if you are an employee or an owner and you are looking to make it convenient for your employees or for yourself, reach out to us because we have 6 really great programs. They range from boot camps to seated chair yoga to mindfulness, goal setting. And they're great programs. They're 6 weeks each. You can mix and match. You can do 3 weeks of boot camp and 3 weeks of yoga if that's your preference, alternating weeks, whatever you like. But they really are beneficial to everyone. And so we're excited to be starting this November 10th.
Okay, and the number here, 1-800-662-9550. Urban Elements in Psychology. If you want them in Massachusetts, in Florida, wherever, they will go. They're happy to train and teach and do the corporate wellness events. You've done some great charities as well, so very impressive. We have a couple of exciting things that are going to be coming up as well, so look forward to sharing and having you back. Any last words?
I've raced any places starting. Be interested in being on the committee. I'm going to ask her on the air so she can't say no.
I'll do whatever you want, Sharon. There you go. I'm easy, like water. I always say.
Like water.
We'll have you back. Okay.
Great.
And it's always great having you on air. And stay well, folks.
This has been the Mosen Mortgage Program with Sarah Mosen. Mosen Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550.